Hi, this is Cheryl for Bayer's Pampered Stampers, back again with more new stuff. These are some new papers, or newer papers into the store. The first is a 6x6 pad called Vintage Letters from Impression Obsession. You can see all the papers are in these tones, so they're very neutral and very usable. We'll take a quick look here. Let me say we've got double-sided papers here. There's 4 sheets of each design and 12 unique designs. So you see those 12 represented here on the front. There'll be 4 of each, and of course they're front and back papers. I'm going to pull this down just a little bit so you can see the back side as I switch to the next front. Very, very cool neutrals, cool backgrounds. They're not the same front and back. So you've got some choices here on what to use. The writing always looks neutral with your cards, so it doesn't detract from your design. Typically, it just enhances. And I think that brings us back to the start here. Again, we're going to, 4 different times, we're going to cycle through these same sets of papers. So these are called vintage papers from Impression Obsession. Here's another pack from Impression Obsession that's called Warm Reds. So very pretty. And who doesn't like red and white cards? I mean, come on. Same thing, it's 6x6 paper, double-sided, 4 of each design, 12 unique designs. You see them represented here. We'll look at the true colors as we flip through the book quickly. Start out with this little red pin dot. How cool is that? And it looks like we've got not just red and white, but also some kind of pinks, very light reds included here. Great designs, easy cards. I'm sure you can think of a lot of different things that you can use these papers with as we scroll through. And there's our pin dot again. So we're starting back through. We're going to start the next 4. Again, pretty papers, all in the red and white, pink themes. Back to our pin dot. So we're halfway through already. A very cool set. So both of those are Impression Obsession. This one is Warm Reds. The previous one, again, was Vintage Letters. From Memory Box. Doesn't look like much, and certainly not with this plastic wrap over top, but this is glossy black paper. I don't want to pull it out. It's not going to do any good. It's glossy. It's going to shine back at you anyway. So why would you want glossy black? First of all, it's a great enhancement to sentiments. So if you have something that is a letter set, maybe it says hi or get well or something like that, but it has one of those shadow blobs behind it, cut the shadow blob out of this and cut your get well or hugs or hi or whatever it is out of whatever cardstock you intended to use. And this just enhances it a lot. There's something about the black gloss that really adds to it. So this is 8.5 by 11 size. There's 10 sheets in a pack. Again, glossy black paper from Memory Box, Open Studio to be more specific, but they're really the same people. They just kind of separate and market under different names a bit. Very cool paper. Try it out next time you're in. Here are some individual sheets. These are from Reminisce, and how colorful is that? It's so very cool. This one is called Floral Blooms 2. It's just a 12 by 12, perfect background for scrapbooking. Absolutely, you can use it for cards too. Just a little bit harder because, you know, as you're cutting your cards out of this, where are the patterns going to fall? But you can make it work for sure. This one is called Floral Blooms 1. Guess I got those a little out of order, but that's okay. Again, beautiful, striking colors. Great for the spring. You need that vibrancy. And look how pretty that is on the back, too. Very, very cool paper, again, from Reminisce. This is Floral Blooms 3. Look at the gorgeousness of the back of this. This is, yes, you guessed it, Floral Blooms 4. Come loose from the rest. Pretty much an all over, all across the page print. All of these are. Look at the back. Again, gorgeous, gorgeous colors. Very vibrant. Here's Floral Blooms 5. Such a rainbow delight of color. And there's the back side. I love that. All that green with the pops of color at the top. So very cool. And last but by no means least, Floral Blooms 6. So very pretty. Very cool paper from Reminisce. From Prima, we have a 12 by 12 set called In the Bloom. And give me just 1 second while I get this out to show it to you. Here we go. So you can see the color scheme. It's decidedly spring and Easter, which is so very pretty. This is 14 sheets in this package. It's 12 by 12, 6 double-sided designs. There's 2 sheets of each. There's a sheet with some cutouts, and then there's cutouts on the cover that you can also use. Again, on something like this, absolutely use these paper strips here. They'd be gorgeous for lots of different things. One thing that comes to mind right away, because Tim Holtz did a video this weekend using his vault release rosette die. These strips would be perfect to put 3 of them together and make a spring rosette. Very, very cool. So here's the cover cut apart sheet. You can pull and fussy cut whatever images you want to from this cover, so it's not waste. I guess you're gonna have to decide, do you want the strips or do you want the stuff on the back? Because you can't have both, but very cool. Here's sheet 1. And the back of that is the cool bird with mostly yellow on the side and the flowers. Very, very pretty paper. Oh, look at this one. The peaches and pinks and just gorgeous, gorgeous greens. Very cool. Paper for card making or for a layout or something. So that's our sheet 2. There's the back of sheet 2. Again, same colorway, but a different beautiful design. These guys are so fun. The flowers and the birds. How pretty. I love how it's primarily white, but they come along with these little pops of color in there. It's so very pretty. And then the back is primarily pink, much plainer, but yet a very nice sheet of cardstock to use for multiple purposes. This, you could get a couple of great cards, either side, top and bottom. Or again, a great layout. You decide what to do. There's so many choices for projects with these. A box would be gorgeous covered in this paper. Here's our sheet 4, I think. I've lost count already. Short attention span these days, guys. Sorry. How pretty is that? And there's our back side, which is mostly this blue with little flowers right in the center. Some very light wording running through. This one's really cute too, the book, Charm of a Garden. Oh, sorry, it's a magazine. Pay attention. So very fun. A nice, nice sheet of paper. And there's the back side of that. Look at how vibrant that purple is. It's just gorgeous. Another just beautiful all over paper. There's our back side here. So very cool. And last but by no means least, this is our back cover. So it's just plain. Never did have anything on it, but it's got all these great elements that you can cut off and use with your layouts or cards or whatever you're doing. Again, I think this would make a gorgeous box, maybe a exploding box or something. How very cool. Now there's a 6x6 pad that is the same name in the bloom. It's also by the Three Girls Tale. 26 sheets, 6 double-sided designs, 4 sheets each, and then the 2 element sheets. So let's look what's here. Look at that butterfly. How very cool. On the other side of that is a plainer yellow. We're going to have to skip ahead here a little bit because they have all 4 together. Here's a beautiful green color. On the back side of that, we have more of the same, but a different view. Next sheet, remember those birds? And I think, yes, the back side is this really pretty pink. Here's our bike at the greenhouse. Back side is largely blue, with the little patch of flowers down here. So we're back at the, oh, I missed one sheet. 4 is a lot to get through. And it's heavyweight paper, so it feels like you've gotten through it, but no, I didn't. Here's the magazine, The Charm of a Garden. So pretty in the smaller size. And again, that gorgeous purple with the side that kind of matches the magazine front. So very pretty. Here's our wheelbarrow. The back of that, so gorgeous. Really, really nice in the 6x6, I think. What a nice paper pad. And so, of course, here's our 2 element sheets, one kind of matching the front cover and one matching the back. So there's lots of fun, usable things here. They're not too small to worry about cutting, so I think that's good. And then there's our second sheet of elements. Everything, it looks like fit. What a great paper pad. Again, this is called In Full Bloom. It comes in 12 by 12 and it comes in 6 by 6. Next up is a pad that's going to be hard to show you, so I'm going to show you in the 6 by 6 version. It's called Love and Lace. It's by P13, appear to be a Polish company since it says made in Poland. This is such a very cool set. Let me show you the back because it is representative of the papers inside. We'll take a quick look at the inside for scale, but again, it's hard to see. This is all padded together, so I can't get a good camera view on it. And that sort of thing. So I think we'll try with the 6 by 6 as best we can. In the 12 by 12 pack, there's 12 double-sided sheets, 2 sheets each of 6 designs, and then cover bonuses. So here it is in 6 by 6. The 6 by 6 has 24 double-sided sheets, 4 sheets of 6 designs, and 2 bonuses, 2 of the bonus cover sheets. So I think there's 2 different ones, but we'll take a look through and see what we've got here. So here's our front cover, and you can see we've got these great elements, the cakes. I'm going to flip this for a second. It's kind of wedding-y in some ways, but it doesn't have to be a wedding. So you just would disregard those elements until you needed them for something else. So it is double-sided. The back tends to be more nondescript than the front. This is just a beautiful blush color. Look at how pretty and delicate this paper turns out. And let me, just for reference purposes, I am going to flip over to, this is the paper in 12 by 12. It is equally gorgeous, don't get me wrong. I absolutely love this, but there's something about a dainty print like this that gets me every time. Very, very cool. There's the back side of that. I can see that is a gorgeous card element. Here's third sheet. The back side of it in the green. This one is also stunning. Primarily leaves, but how pretty. And a design on the back. Here's where we get into some fun elements that are in the 12 by 12. Again, let me turn to those quickly and see if you can see them better. So we've got the bride and groom. Will you be my maid of honor? Will you be my bridesmaid? Bride and groom at the end again. Lots of elements for the wedding venue. The chair, the dress, the tux, the cake. Lots of fun things that you could use to depict a wedding or to enhance a wedding album. So again, it's gorgeous for a wedding setting, but it doesn't have to be. So very pretty. Here's another kind of cut apart sheet that features cakes and cars and champagne, butterfly, birds, the chair again, you name it, just nice little elements that would look good in a wedding album or whatever you choose to do with it. Look at how pretty these corner pieces are. This is just an absolutely gorgeous, gorgeous set. I think we might be back to the beginning. Yeah, we're back to the beginning again. So those same papers are going to repeat 4 times. So you're going to have 4 of the Will You Be My Bridesmaids. Maybe you need them, maybe you don't. But there's lots of fun and lots of prettiness in this 6x6 album. Again, it may make more sense now to take a quick look through the 12x12, and I apologize that we have to do it this way, but there's no easier way to do it with a padded up. So I'm going to show you first the sheet backs. They are very pretty, each and every one in their own right. There's the one that had that gorgeous banner on it. They match so well with the papers that are included. And again, we're at the end of the pattern, so I'm going to flip this book around. And now we're going to look at the scale of the 6 patterns this way. Again, these are, unless I'm stopping to show you more, they're all over patterns, so there's nothing different at the top or the bottom than what you're seeing. Here's those little cards or elements that I showed you before. The Will You Marry Me? Will you be, I'm sorry, no, it's not Will You Marry Me. Will you be my bridesmaid? Will you be my maid of honor? I feel like I'm skipping something. The chairs and the cakes. We saw those on the little sheet, but not so much on the big. They're still pretty small on this. Then when we get to the back cover, there's a lot of cool elements that can be cut out again. I like these companies have figured out front and back covers are not to be wasted. So there's the back. I think we did look at the front, but in case we didn't, we'll go back there for a minute. I apologize for straining your necks, but a little constrained here too. I think it's pretty similar to what we just saw. So again, this is called Love and Lace. It's a gorgeous, gorgeous paper set from P13. Once again, there's lots of fun stuff in the store. Be sure and stop in and check it out. I can't do it justice on the videos. I just can't, as hard as I try sometimes. Stop in, see what's new, see what jumps off the wall at you. You know there's something that's gonna just absolutely be the thing that you want to try next and add to your stash. Hope you have a great day. Bye.